The process begins with flipping through fashion magazines looking for models who look as if they were drawn by Al Williamson. When I find one, I fold the page corner down so that I can find a good one right away when I need to. This issue of Glamour was particularly good. At least 4, all in the front of the magazine. There's an imprinted scent ad as well. The rest of the day my hands are going to smell like Calvin Klein Euphoria. High contrast black and white, interesting interwoven patterns, baby fine flyaway blonde hair. She's an Al Williamson dream girl. The first step is to enlarge her on the photocopier on the lightest setting. Trouble. Even on the lightest setting, it's going to awfully dark. The shadow under her nose is huge. She looks like a different person. Putting the photocopy face down on the light table adds another layer of opacity and more loss of detail. The tracing paper adds another level of opacity, more loss of detail. I use a 4H pencil, as sharp as I can get it for greater detail, starting with the most exacting areas, the eyes, nose, and mouth. I have to press hard enough to get enough carbon onto the tracing paper, but not too hard so that the pencil tears the tracing paper. I have to trace everything I see and everything I think I see, owing to the loss of detail at the photocopying stage. When I'm done, I'll turn off the light box and compare the rough tracing to the original photo to see what's missing. This time, mostly light shadows on her right sleeve. Then it's downstairs to the studio to transfer the image to S172 illustration board. Turning the drawing face down again and taping it to the illustration board, I begin to transfer the image, again using the sharpest pencil I can manage. Same deal, pressing hard enough to transfer the image, but not hard enough to tear the tracing paper. The tracing isn't 100% accurate, and the transference makes it even less accurate. How less accurate, I won't know until I peel back the tracing paper and take a look. I've seen better, but I've also seen worse. I tape the magazine photo to the left side of the illustration board where it isn't in the way of my drawing hand. Get the pencil as sharp as I can get it again, and referring to the photo, proceed to tighten up the light pencil image in reverse order, doing the pattern on her jacket and belt first, putting in the outline that's been lost in the black background. Then her hair, always glancing at the face, but leaving it for last. The face is always the toughest part of the figure. The eyes, always the toughest part of the face. Having gotten progressively tighter and more detailed at the pencil stage, I now have to reverse my thinking and force myself to ink spontaneously, almost carelessly. Otherwise the image is going to look labored over, which Al Williamson's drawings never did. Williamson was once asked in an interview, "Did you ever get that feeling when you're working that you know you're doing well?" He said, "Yes, about once or twice a year for about 3.5 hours, that happens. Otherwise it's like pulling teeth." I've got a Williamson original Secret Agent Corrigan daily strip hanging next to my glamourpuss pages for inspiration, particularly at the inking stage. That's the challenge, all right, to make an exacting, nerve-wracking process that's like pulling teeth look effortless and fun. The eyes really are the toughest part.